I have the best stuffed pizza in Chicago, right here in front of me, and I'm about to eat it and talk about it. So, let's talk food. And I'm on my way to get the best stuffed pizza in the city. I can't wait. Here we are. Angie's Pizza. So, pizza. Chicago's known for it, specifically deep dish. But a couple weeks ago I talked about Chicago's thin crust pizza. Now, we have stuffed pizza. It's a variation of deep dish and started to become popularized around the 70s. So let's take a look at it. Oh yeah. My mouth is watering. It's amazing. So I got sausage, fresh garlic, which is my favorite. But you can get sausage, you can leave it cheese. And what's unique about the sauce in stuffed and deep dish pizza is that the sauce is on top. Because if you put the cheese on top, it would burn because it's cooked for so long because it's such a deep, thick crust. So they put the sauce on top to coat the cheese. And deep dish started around the early to mid part of the 20th century, but stuffed became popularized in the 70s when people started to experiment with it and the restaurants started to have their own take on it. It's so good. Now, pizza in general in Chicago, everybody has their own spot. There's chains, of course. There's Lou Malnati's, there's Waldo Cooney's. We have Pizza Hut, Jimmy John, or not Jimmy John's, Papa John's, Domino's, but everybody has their spot. Not many places are franchised, and that's the best part. Now, in my last video, the thin crust, I talked about how for every deep dish or stuffed pizza that's bought, it's 9-to-1, so 9 thin crust, or 10-to-1, 10 thin crust to stuffed or deep dish. But I think for most people, if they are looking for like a good pizza or a nice meal, or for an occasion like a birthday or an anniversary, they go get deep dish because they know how filling it is. They know how good it is. And my favorite part about where I got it, which is Angie's, look at that cheese pull. Look at the cheese pull. Oh. Is that, well, you can sit in, and you can sit at a table like it's like a restaurant. It's often just gone to as a bar. It's mainly a bar, but the cook and the recipe behind the pizza is phenomenal. So let's see if we can get you a nice piece, nice big piece. Look at that cheese pull. Let's see what it is up close. And then you can see the crust here is super doughy. And then here's the bottom, really nicely cooked, not overcooked at all. Sausage, fresh garlic, amazing. You know, normally you don't eat pizza with anything except your hands because it's hand food. But when you get this stuff fresh, like right out of the oven, like on the bar, they give you a fork and knife because it's so gooey, it's so hot, you can't pick it up with your hands and you have to eat it with a fork and knife. But I let it cool off a bit because I like to eat it with my hands. It truly is the best pizza in Chicago. Best stuffed. Because I think you need to respect how separate each kind of pizza is between thin crust, stuffed, and deep dish. Now, deep dish by itself is just like this, except it's not as deep. And often the crust, such as like places like Lou Malnati's and Giordano's, it's not as doughy. It's thinner. And it doesn't take as long to cook. But stuffed, it tends to be deeper and has more stuff in it. I need a drink. I forgot to get a drink. And I could probably eat this in one sitting. I might. But I'm going to share it, because sharing food is the best thing to do. And cheese, man. You can't tell, I'm very hungry. Now, before I go ahead and eat all of this on camera, I'm going to say, if you enjoyed watching me eat this and talk about food just in general, hit the like button, go subscribe. And I'll be doing more Chicago foods, and in the future I'll be doing just foods in general that I think are worth talking about, such as Chinese food, and such as Thai food and Indian food and everything else, because Chicago has such a wide diversity of, a wide diverse selection of food. So hope you have a good day, and I hope your next meal is delicious. I'll see you next time.